G'day guys and welcome to the 2024 Vic Open presented by the Flying Disc Store. We're here at the Inverleigh Disc Golf Course on the Golds for the final round. Big thanks to Gatekeeper Media and Parked Media for creating and sharing more Aussie disc golf content. We love it. We're the Tee Off Podcast. My name is Timmy Bowen. I'm here with Paddy Robinson and Andrew Ferguson. Final round, boys. It all comes down to this.
Absolutely. Good. And I'll tell you what's been good, the bloody weather. Yeah. This is like, borderline bloody winter in Victoria. So anyway, Dave Perry at the top of the table, 12 under par, hot on his heels after a good second round was Luke Bayne. Austin D'Alessandro sneaks onto the top card. Exciting.
At 7 down, and Alex also at 7 down. He was a bit frustrated going into the end of round 2, but he's right there.
And Dill on 7 down as well from the chase card, which will be interesting. So yeah, but definitely a very handy lead from Dave Perry as we come into hole 1, 185 metre par 4. Beautiful starting hole. You want to get your first drive to land around here so you can attack the green. You'll see some guys following the drone flight, but they will also, there's a bit of a hyzer line coming in as well. But very tight, good birdie to get.
This is your lead card in the MPO. First off the tee, currently on -12, David Perry.
Skinny little thing in that tight shirt, isn't he? Not much of him.
He's
Going with the backhand
Fit boy.
3 times in a row here. He's done this pretty well so far.
A little bit more wind on this round as well than what we've seen the last 2. But beautiful blue skies.
This is a typical Inverleigh day though. Bit of breeze.
Bit of bogeying.
Oh, this
From
one
us
needs
anyway.
to keep turning. Nice little anti-skip. That's not a problem at all.
He's
This
a bit
hole-
early, but I think
Yeah.
he'll be able to attack that gap.
Averaging spot on 4.0
Yeah.
this hole so far.
I mean, it's always nice to start with a bird, but it's not an easy hole to do it on.
Yeah, you can get bogeys. Not really the tee shot that's the difficult part. The second shot is the tricky one. Low ceiling. You got that mound to contend with, and you're never in the perfect spot. Bayne's not going to be in the perfect spot though. That is
Is it,
to
oh,
left and caught up on the tree. That is not a good place to be.
shout out to myself in the final round. I actually birdied this hole.
Oh, Fergs.
Yep, ended up with
Good
a
for
plus
you,
10
man.
or whatever. Apart from that, it was a good
Watch
start. It was a good start.
We've got a badass over here. So how'd you break it down? Let me guess. Your hyzer flipped to Grace off the box.
Yeah. Tell you what, it's good to see this boy back, Austin D'Alessandro. He's very commonly you'll see him on the coverage of the Aussie majors.
Yeah, been shredding. Took him 2 rounds to get onto lead card, but he's certainly earned his spot there. 7 down in total. Inverleigh Gold's very hard deck. Would this be the most difficult course in Australia? There we have
it'd be up there.
It's up there,
It'd be
isn't
up
it?
there.
1 hole in, 1 friendly
think-
from Bayne.
what is-
but that's
that is
perfect from Alex.
huge.
I think he needed it too. He looked very, very much on the first tree. And this is awkward from Bayne.
Yeah.
It's not going the
what's
roller.
par rated again? Fergs, what do we try? 975?
Yeah, I think that's about average.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, looks like
Oh.
Bayne's going to go out the left side. Lost his hat in the process and not a very good attempt. He's going to be very, very awkwardly placed.
I don't think I've ever seen Bayne's hair. It was good to see. I thought he was bald, actually.
Actually,
Oh, look at that.
oh yeah, that's a look.
Sneaking around the mound.
Same with Dave Perry. He rocked up at a tournament and he was he's warming up without a hat on. I was like, oh, who's this bloke? He can putt.
Austin, that had no chance of getting through the mound there. Yep. It's about what I was thinking, Austin.
Oh, I've missed Austin on coverage.
He's hard to read, don't you think? So Bayne actually not in a terrible spot, but he's going to want to come in the back door here with a forehand that skips and unfortunately didn't have the airspace. He's trimmed some branches for us though. We're much appreciated at the Inverleigh Disc Golf Club. Alex with a
Alex.
floaty Toro.
This looks parked.
It's so baseball.
That it is.
So baseball.
Mate, that's the start you want.
Yeah, I can't believe that backhand off the box. It looked awful out of his hand, but it was actually money. Must have been the friendly. Get a close-up of Aussie D's Rainmaker. Oh, Bayne from range. Ooh.
Great line. Little low.
Those like floaty nose-up putts were just absolutely on fire in round 2. Except for hole 6 that they spat out, Fergs. I'm still waiting for the recall on the basket.
Yeah, just that one. Just that one. It's defected.
And that's it. That must be the one.
Dave, a little bit low, but I mean, he didn't really need it.
Nice, confident putt from Aussie D. That's how you want to start your round. A nice, solid, like 7-8 metre par putt.
Good move there from Alex. Bit of
Maturity.
experience there.
Yeah.
Unkinking the chain.
Yep.
Oh, and he went for it too.
He needed it too, I reckon. That was low right.
Great birdie.
Well done.
Here we go.
And we know going into hole 2, he's been dialed the last 2 rounds, Alex.
So Bayne with the unfortunate bogey drops him down to 7 down. And Alex moving on up as we have a look at hole 2.
All right. Yeah, 123 metre par 3, 404 feet. There is a tight forehand line, but you will see most of the guys going a bit of a slight flex backhand, get something to hit the gap and then fade back to the pin and be parked. Typically, the wind on this is a headwind, so it can be a pretty tough hole at times.
Alex has had a combined putting distance of 1 metre through 2 rounds on this hole, and this one's looking good as well.
Yeah, I think there's that touch more wind just held that a little bit longer.
Yeah, I got to say, it looked good out of his hand, but that just took a little bit longer to unravel. He's going to have a C2 putt for the birdie this time. Dave, thinking about it, it's an awkward shot. You do need to flex, and throwing like from a protected area across a golf fairway, it's quite a big wind tunnel that you're not really feeling off the box.
It's stabled up pretty quick, and he won't really have a look at the birdie, to be honest. I think he'll just lay up and take his bar.
Austin's got 2 options here. What do we feel? I'm feeling purple. You feeling purple?
Blue.
Oh, he's gone purple. Let's see.
Well, let's just see how big the mistake is.
I think the blue one would have stabled
He
up.
needed more stability.
Blue all day, Austin. That one's still keeping him up at night, isn't it?
So, Bayne, we saw him go the flex forehand to good effect in round 2. This has got the height. Actually, too much height, it seems.
Jeez, those gum leaves grabbed.
Should have an easy up and down, though. Nice forehand in from here with the Toro.
Pretty demanding 120 metre flex forehand. I mean, I really wanted to see him get onto one, though.
It's a good upshot, though.
Austin just pitching this one up.
Yeah. Maybe a little long, but he's probably all right.
Don't know if Dave has the airspace here. He's had to take a knee to get under the first canopy. I think there's also a second one. Yep.
Oh, that's a miss.
Let's be honest, when you're 5 or 4 shots up, this is what you want to see. Oh, lofty bid. So Dave, he's going to have a huge putt here. And he's not wanting a bar of it.
Yeah, that tree was just too much for him.
Oh,
hello.
There you go. What a good catch.
These baskets, fantastic. I always say it.
Yeah, I know
They've
you do, Tim. I know.
I actually am legitimately a big fan of these rads.
I do believe you got one in the backyard.
I've got 2.
There you go.
Greedy like that, Fergs. There we go. Alex in for the par. Dave, unfortunately,
Yeah,
a little bit of red. I haven't seen red on Dave's card for quite a while, so...
Bit of an unforced error there, which matches his outfit, actually, because he does look like he's just come off the tennis court.
As we take a peek at hole 3, 202 metre par 4. Forehand off the box is probably the best play. Let's settling up somewhere here. And then you kind of have to go something that skips. This basket is very hard to get to on the full. Taking on the undulating earth. Lots of rabbit burrows that can kind of ruin your skip. But
And your ankles.
And your ankles. You just don't want to be left. Do not want to be left off the box. So the forehand kind of helps with that. The backhands, if you hit any tree, you kind of pulled left and you haven't got much.
Oh, that's low. Come on.
Oh, it's got edge.
Absolute worm burner.
Wow. Mowing the lawn with that one.
Oh, that's going to be a bit of a tight second shot, but he's got so far down there. You'd be happy with that.
Absolutely.
Austin with the backhand. This looks pretty good.
This is his shot too, isn't it? Like that pop up.
Fantastic.
High as a flip shot.
Oh, Bayne did this in an earlier round as well. That's a good kick. Yoinked that one. Yep. Flabbergasted. I believe he is on that one. Such a good forehand, and how did I do that is what he's thinking. So Dave, again, on the backhand, really been working on this. I think in prior seasons we would have seen this be a forehand 100% of the time out of Dave.
I think we've got a little bit of left to right wind as well. So it could rock this over just what he needs.
A little low, but the line is good. Should land flat and stay in the middle of the fairway. Actually caught edge and kept riding. That's a great drive.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thought it was going to wrap up a little early, but stable enough and enough spin just to keep going. Bayne, looks like they're settling for the par here.
Got a very, very tight gap. Is he pushed it a bit too much?
No, that's fine. It's in the daylight there. Should have an easy little Toro flick up and down for the par. Alex has actually got a pretty good line here. This is looking good. Needs to hustle.
Oh,
Yes, what
look
a
at that.
shot.
Fantastic.
It looked like he was going to be pinched where we saw it land, but that was actually a really open shot, and he did it very well.
Dave looking to use the ground play to get up to the basket. Little short.
Not a bad effort though. He'll have a putt. That's all you can ask for.
You don't get too many skips off that ground. It's a bit sandy.
That's Austin's drive. Goodness me.
Oh.
He was- oh.
Oh, he's
Austin
gone long.
proved me wrong.
He's ended up in the yuccas.
He's gone long. There's a great spot to leave your backpack for the next hole, though, which is probably what he's trying to do. Let's be honest. He's a very smart customer, Austin D'Alessandro. Bayne, that's not the best upshot.
The one thing I like about Austin's spot is he's putting downhill.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, maybe
Trying to
similar to the prior hole and 50-50 catch it on that one.
Big from
yes.
Dave.
That's huge.
Good catch, high left.
Good
Yeah.
bogey bounce back.
Outside circle, you reckon?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
For sure.
that's a big one. Because he knows Alex is getting another one.
Bayne needs this one. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right in the heart. Put a bit more pace on that. He's been sort of lofting and finessing them in, but that one was driven straight in the heart of the chains. As is Alex's in for the birdie. He's made hole 3 an absolute joke. Like he's gone 3 from 3 on hole
Goodness
3.
me.
Very impressive from Alex.
What's it? Was it forehand off the tee?
Yeah.
Oz Discs, powering Team Heiser Flight. Check them out at ozdiscs.com.au.
Hole 4, we've got a 93 metre par 3. It's a pretty tough little hole, this one. You've got a basket on top of the hill there, right next to the dam. You do not want to go into that cafe latte of a dam.
Who knows what's in there? She's a horrendous colour of water.
4,000 discs.
Oh, there'd be a few discs in there. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah,
Alex got away with one there. That was
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to muscle that a bit too much, but big flick back.
So we saw Dave go over the mid-range.
No.
Oh, and that's just caught the edge of the water.
Wow, that really dropped too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went the mid-range in round 2, but he disked up and unfortunately didn't get the result that he was looking for there. He will move to the drop zone, and you can't really do much from the drop zone, particularly with the way that flag on the basket is blowing.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
Austin-
that crosswind just smacked that wing down and dropped him early. Bayne with maybe a mid, maybe
Yeah,
a
looks like a
fairway.
mid.
Oh, that is not good. That is going to be well left. Safe, but that is not a birdie. No way is he running that.
Yeah, Bayne with a bit of timing issues at the moment.
Dave from the drop zone, just laying it up and only just clearing, but not a problem there. Let's see if Austin is in a runnable position. Bayne as well, just laying up.
Oh, this one needs to... No, he's right.
Same with Alex.
So I think this is going to be a pretty nervy putt from Austin, but he's going to give it a bid. I think this will be inbounds if he misses it, but it will be a comebacker.
Oh,
Oh, not if it does that. Sit down.
Oh, come on. Hell, wow.
Far out.
Good me. Goodness
Good
me.
Lord. Good result. I'm glad he ran
Yeah.
it and didn't get punished there. But how did that stay in? My word.
So in the past, we've had a little fence or a barrier that we put alongside, and I miss it.
Yeah, it needs to come back, I think. It was just one of those, like, core flute walls sort of thing that sometimes stopped you and sometimes didn't, though.
Yeah. Perry on a little bit of a roller coaster. We've got a bit too much colour there.
A bit more grey on the other boys' cards. Bainey's happy with the par. We'll give you some kudos. Sure, Bainey. Well done.
All right, next up, hole 5. As the drone flies straight down the middle, you will see some guys take this line, but I think really this play and the safest play is doing the big hyzer, backhand hyzer line. You can throw something high or throw something low, hard, overstable, and skip back to the pin.
Alex.
Oh, no. I was
yep.
going to say, this is the third time we've seen him go down the guts, and that's the first time he's really lamb shanked it.
Yep. That is, that's a horrible spot to have your second shot from. He's going to have to, like, flex a forehand, and it's going to have to carry, like, 80 odd metres with no ceiling to work with. Very awkward.
And that's the miss.
Look at Austin.
Oh,
That is an absolute laser beam.
he's gone past by 10.
Wow.
Oh, shout out to Leroy Sharrock with no shoes on basically a cactus of
Has
a
he got
floor.
like hobbit feet?
Yeah, he has, mate.
Far out.
He wears shoes when he plays because it's PDGA legal. But as soon as he's finished his round, he's straight off. He loves being on the terra firma, if you don't mind. But look at that shot from Austin. That is
Can't believe
amazing.
That's gone like 20 long.
That's
I reckon I
crazy.
could try and walk through that gap and I'd probably walk into a tree, mate. That is... it's hard to get your disc down there. This is more
Oh, I
the round
love
I
this.
like. Big skip.
It's just early, though. It's just not going to get there, but that's fine. It's a safe play.
I think Dave prefers a bit of a higher shot. Let's see how it works out. No, he's gone the low shot as well.
This looks a bit right. Oh, it's coming back round.
It's going to be a good 25-metre putt, though. He didn't quite get
Yeah,
the
I
right
reckon
to left
he's
skip.
Edge of circle, to be honest.
That close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like they didn't get quite enough right to left, but we'll see.
Oh, this is not good for
Strap
Alex.
yourselves in. What's he going to do here? Oh, he snuck through the
yes.
trees.
Far out. That's so lucky.
That's
I mean-
a pretty good result.
Yeah, I think he's really bogey at best. There's no getting
Yeah.
up and down from there. So
Yeah.
Bayne did come in a little early. He's going to have to hyzer this one. It's got the wind for it, though. No,
Yeah.
just settling for the par.
Pretty rare those go in. Alex, he's got a bit of this trunk to deal with. It's going to affect his airspace to really try and push the par.
It's going over the
Oh,
top of it.
Oh, jeez.
A little bit of metal hit there, but
Mate,
yeah.
he's lived on the band.
You're not wrong. I hate those rounds.
Yeah.
Austin after that, absolutely pure drive.
Oh, no.
Interesting tactic to lay that one up. Yeah. No, the wind just squashed that. And you're
Yeah.
right, Dave, only just outside the circle, Paddy. Someone knows the course.
Oh, it's wide.
Yep.
That's 2 wide putts we've seen from Dave, unfortunately. Maybe feeling a little bit of, I'm not going to say nerves, but maybe some fatigue. He hasn't played as much this year.
I'm going to say a little bit of nerves.
Bit of nerves?
He's got Austin and Luke Bayne, and you can't forget about Dylan Feldman on chase card. Or yourself, Paddy. Some
No,
weapons
he's not
out
worried about me.
mate.
He's not worried about me. Dylan Feldman, though, yes.
Yep, as we see, the boys tapping in their par. Alex, unfortunately, dropping a stroke there with the bogey after that first available hit. Hole 6, 304-metre par 5. Big tee shot here. About 120 metres it is to clear this tunnel out onto the golf fairway. Then we're doglegging to the right. You want to go long, get to this second corner. You can take the drone gap, which has got a few more trees, or you can go a bit further to a more open lane. Got a nicely protected basket hidden in the trees there.
Austin with the low drive. This needs to skid on. Oh, just do that.
Exactly what you
Beautiful
asked for.
ground play.
First. Perfect.
That's great drive.
What have we seen him have like a low shot, low skip, go an extra 15 metres on every hole so far?
It's what Inverleigh requires. There's a lot of low ceilings, and you do have to play the skip. This is early from Bayne. Good bounce.
Yeah, that was a good kick.
That is a very, very fortuitous kick. That
Yeah.
thing was going straight into the acacia.
We've seen Dave just own this hole in the first couple of rounds, and this is
very
none different.
That is so far. He gets out there so easily. Oh, you know what? He's right at the corner. That makes him feel a little bit more human. Alex has gone a very heavy flex in the first 2 rounds. Nothing different here. It's drifting. It's asking for it to fight back. Looks like it caught the canopy of the trees late on the corner, but that's an absolutely fantastic spot to be.
Tell
You
you
have
what,
a nice big backhand flex here.
He's been very dedicated to a game plan on doing, what he needs to off the tee, being very consistent.
Yeah, not wrong. That needed a little bit more stability. Difficult to read the wind when you're not quite out in the open space. The golf fairways tend to create a bit of a tunnel of wind.
Bayne from an awkward spot, and that.
Yeah,
Talk about the wind. That seemed to drag at the last minute there.
So had to do that step to the left to really sacrifice a bit of power, but
He might be in a spot to cut the corner with an overhand over the corner. I'd love to see it. Very, very risky. Because if you hit anything, you're basically
far out,
in the
man.
middle of an acacia jungle. That's awesome from Perry.
That's
As we
so
just
huge.
talk over a fantastic
Yeah.
shot. Big standing up hyzer from Austin. I like the spot there. Maybe a little early, but should be
a little bit of
absolutely
shadow.
fine.
I reckon he'll be in a great spot.
Is
Bayne,
Bayne
is he going to go
looking-
over?
I think he is.
Yes.
Oh,
no, not
Oh,
there though.
no.
Oh, boy. No.
But,
no.
mate, kudos for giving it.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Yeah.
when people go over.
That's the angle. He wanted the Anheuser. Oh, boy, I hate where he's landed. That's not a good feeling.
Alex, this is a bit skinny, and it's a good kick though.
That's a good kick. And he pulled to the left, and it's adding a stroke. Oh, boy, we got a wild Bayne.
I feel like Bayne was in the last round.
Yeah, it was Dill, I think. But Bayne was as well, right? You are right.
Yeah, who knows?
And I think that looked like it's open. That's he's cleared
little
the
roll
bush.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's done well. This looks like a fun little shot.
Yeah, not quite high enough. But look, that'll be C2. As I said, if he goes just a little further on his second shot, he can have a more open shot, like where Dave is.
Soft
Settle.
That looks similar to his upshot on hole 18 in round 2. Just a little uncommitted, nose up, bit hyzery.
I like that little punch, maybe a bit long. Nah, he's right there.
That's good. A little bit defeated there. Oh,
Ooh,
Bayne.
Yeah, just
Yeah, he's just not firing.
a little bit off.
Bit of a
Yeah.
tester.
He's confused.
Yeah, it's given us a thumbs up. He's not feeling it inside. He's normally lethal with the torhand. The Toro forehand. I guess it is a torhand.
that is a tour hand. That's
Yeah.
great part from Austin.
That's a fantastic birdie putt.
And that's to get one under. I like it.
He's wrapped with it too. Absolutely, genuinely wrapped. As we see Luke trying to make amends after that tour hand.
Oh,
to the bands.
Straight into the rad.
Doesn't matter. The basket wouldn't have caught it anyway.
Hole 6 again. This time, not the basket's fault.
Now, this is for birdie.
Oh, just off his line there.
We're seeing nerves and just little mistakes from everyone.
Alex has taken a stroke though with the par. It was a very good upshot.
Look, if you're Dave, are you looking at the scores? Are you getting your phone out yet?
Every hole,
surely.
absolutely.
Yeah?
Like Dylan Feldman shreds this course. He will be checking Chase Card 100%.
Hole 7, 343 metre par 5. It's quite a boomer, this one. Few big drives straight down the guts will get you to this green. for your bird, and Austin opting for the standstill. Apparently, we understand he doesn't like the tee pad.
Needs an extra metre or two, this pad.
But look at this drive,
Elevated,
though.
nose up.
Hell no.
But it is a strategy. You can just take a little bit off your first shot, be on the fairway, and attack the second one.
I played with him in the second round, and he put it to like 100. It was like a 140 meter drive.
Oh, wow.
Standstill. Oh,
This is
speaking
low and
of,
driven from Perry. It's got the stability to fight. Yeah, what a shot.
yeah.
Nice big fat fairway, this one. Love it.
I mean, Dave needs a few big drives to start pumping him up, and a couple of big putts too. Oh, here we
Look
go.
at the snap. Has it got the turn? I think it's
doesn't.
similar to round 2, just stalling out. See this a lot. The pad points you up a little bit, and you go for max distance, and that happens a lot, fading out. Not a horrible... The rough on the left isn't horrible, though.
I can't wait to fix this pad and then just everyone do the same thing anyway. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. 100%. Everyone tries to overcook it, or they try to throw too hard, overcook it too high. This needs to flip.
Find the ground at this point and just
Yeah,
settle.
And it does.
And it looks like it does. Yeah, that's a great spot to be. He's going to have a backhand hyzer in. Probably not what he was going for, but not a bad result. Popping a shot up here, Alex. Is it going to get too right? I think it is. It's in the rough.
Yeah, and we'll talk about before. You see this so often. You kind of you get one off the fairway, and then all of a sudden you're off it again.
You just got to ask yourself, like, it's like a 70-meter wide fairway, and you're just like, how am I not on it?
I like this from Austin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
just
spot.
hugging the left there. Maybe a little pinch from that tree.
Dave just needs to stay in the middle, but this is leaking right.
Don't mind this for Dave, because if it
Oh.
settles where it has, he's got a forehand in. Don't mind it. Although he has been throwing that backhand alien. That might be the option, I think. Wait and see, I guess.
Now, boys, I got to shout him out. Ryan Hart threw it past the basket from where Dave was just then.
Huge, mate.
Yeah.
So did you get the eagle?
Nah.
Can confirm.
Is that Sandy? Oh, goodness me.
wow.
He's parked it, but unfortunately...
What's happened?
Not the hole to park. He's gone the golf hole. The middle of the sand pit. It's about time someone landed on one of those.
Yeah, I know.
We haven't had one the first 2 rounds.
No. Maybe if we jump over to MA2, different story.
I found this sand pit, actually. Hole 7's OB green. I'm always on it. So, Alex, in the rough, I don't know if he's got a window here. He went the backhand putter roller, which did not pan out. It looks like he's got the forehand line here, but it's going to need to be on a sharp hyzer and skip a lot.
I have actually been here. And
Oh, I didn't mind it out of his hand, but
yeah, I don't like a really flippy driver, like backhand roller, is the only way really you can get down.
this is too skinny from Austin, but it's going to wrap up at around about edge of C1, just outside C1.
Oh, I like this from
Some of
Alex.
the
Give it a
chance
go.
of going
Give it a go. Ooh.
It's gone a little long, but it should be not a problem for the par. Bayne, unfortunately, with that OB stroke, it's going to want to put this one close.
Or in.
Or in.
Ooh, nice little run there. That's more of the forehand Toro we're used to seeing out of Bayne.
Dave.
Yeah, low ceiling.
Putting has looked cold from Dave.
Yeah.
7 holes in, I'm seeing a lot of non-committed putts and a little bit right, unfortunately.
Here we've got Austin Della Acacia.
Commits to every single putt, Austin. Yep, and that one was a little nose up. Ooh, it just wants a little bit of acacia in the fingertips. Interesting decision. They mustn't have acacia in WA.
Oh, great putt.
Dead centre.
That's the camera's not really showing it, but that's like a 6-7 meter tester. I mean, should be pretty stock stand for these boys, but yeah,
Austin's got much the same. Nice putt, dead centre.
always one of them getting your head.
He's probably putting the best so far, Austin,
Yeah.
from this lead card. A little like Perry's looked a little scratchy. I don't think Bayne's actually had many putts. The one that did have on hole 3 was quite good. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what chase card is doing at this point because the lead card not turning it on to this point in the round.
Hi, Bayne.
Bayne's still got high spirits though.
All right, next up, hole 8, par 3, 103 metres. You will see some forehands try and sort of pop up, go straight, and then just a little fade back to the basket. But I think the play is a understable hyzer flip backhand just to pop up and get down there.
Austin's got the hyzer flip forehand for this hole. Let's see how it pans out. Oh, it's yoinked.
Ooh, that's a little
Sneaking,
left.
sneaking around the back. This is actually going to be great.
Yeah.
Don't know if he was trying to do that, but
I reckon
if
if
he
he
was,
edge a circle there.
oh, absolutely. You want to put it close to. This basket's very high. Not exactly one that you can lay up to either.
Yeah, Dave Upton the forehand. We've seen one birdie from the forehand. So it's an interesting play.
Ooh.
It's got some height on it.
Oh, it's inside of the last trees. That's
No,
just
it's
gonna
snuck through.
It's going to be a little short, but he's on the dance floor looking at a birdie. Do you think about protecting a lead at this point pretty early in the round? He's got 3.
I mean, what do we see at Inverleigh? Like, we don't really fire so hard on one front 9, and then they fire on the back or the front, or they fire on the
I
other.
have just noticed a little 2 next to Dave Perry. You may be seeing someone catching fire from the chase card. I wonder if he's looked at the scores. I would suggest he would have, but, you know, Dave, Fergie, do you reckon he's a score checker?
Oh, for sure.
Bayne with the forehand as well. Nice backhand hole you guys have designed here. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's a good
down there.
result.
I mean, edge a circle to the right-hand side, I reckon.
Here
All right.
we go,
Yeah,
Alex.
just in layupville.
Oh, he almost got onto one of the pyramid tiers. Very hard to get your disc to settle on there. Here's
This is
Dave.
a chance.
Oh, goodness me.
So close. He's had a couple into the tray so far.
Yeah.
Very, very good bid. Look how close Austin
Yeah,
got coming
how
in the
good is
back
this?
Yeah, right.
door.
Wow.
That might be my new line.
Oh, I didn't like it out of the hand.
Why so elevated is what he's asking. And look at Bayne too.
Yeah, he's right
He
there.
basically went all hyzer. Very impressive.
Chance for, this is his first real test of putt. Oh,
And he's
there
got
you
it
go.
too. Lofted it up into the top of the pyramid.
He definitely needed that one.
Man, it's funny how many of those putts I was like, oh, it doesn't look great. And then, bang, cash.
3 over at this point in the round is Luke Bayne. Not a very good start at all. As we see the rest of the boys tap in for their pars. As we take a peek at hole 9, the last of the more open holes before we get into the heart of Inverleigh, the woods. This one's a 219 metre par 4. Need to punch a low backhand or a big forehand out of this gap here. Anything that gets to the fairway is exactly what you need to do. Then you've got to tackle this OB sand scrape green, a little elevated basket, and OB wrapping around the back.
Bayne first on the tee after a really tidy hole 8. Birdie. Up in for the forehand. This has got a bit of
that's
flex.
big.
It needs to get round that tree.
Just got that little
We're in front.
lift, but it's coming in a little early, a little short, but he's out in the open.
Wonder if the backhand's... Well, he's definitely more confident with his forehand at the moment, Bayne, but we haven't seen that many backhands from him.
Love the late turn from Austin. Not quite enough drift to the right, but he got a lot of distance on the drive, so that should be no worries.
Now, Dave, he needs a birdie here. He needs to get this and go into this back 9 with a bit of confidence.
Or if that stays up,
He leant on it nicely, but it's just come up a little bit short.
needed 1 more metre, and he's in prime birdie town, but not quite where he is there, I don't think.
Alex,
Stay
he's
up.
corrected. He's been a bit high in the last couple of rounds, but he's corrected and gone a bit low. Maybe too low, but
Yeah, it's down there.
That's a good spot. I think maybe a little bit more headwind. This was the breeziest of the 3 rounds. And it was sort of temperamental too, like it wasn't a consistent breeze catching some of the boys out. Perry, unfortunately, hasn't got the best angle here. Is he splitting the trees?
Interesting.
No,
He's
he's
gone the
got it.
forehand. I mean, pick a gap.
That's
He's
big
got the
distance.
power.
It's a big distance.
Oh, look at that. Got around the OB sand scrape
Far
and
out,
Oh my
man.
goodness me.
settling up behind the basket. That is a cannon of a forehand.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
Fantastic.
Just the ankle to that, even throw that.
Yeah.
So Alex, I think he's got a nice line for his sort of flex forehand.
Oh,
A little bit too
nose
much height.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
on that
push
sort
the
of.
OB.
He's on the upslope. It's a bit awkward.
Oh man,
Good
that's
tree.
lucky. That's that OB is on that tree.
It starts there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a good shape from Bayne.
Yeah, I like this. Coming in with a bit of height.
Yeah, a little short, but
Yeah, actually just cleared the green. It's going to be a bit of a nervy putt.
Austin, sidearm. Mashed it.
mate, I love this this top
Oh,
card.
it's going to get off
legs.
the scrape. It certainly has. And look at the
Ooh, nice
pro
little roll.
roll to the basket.
Absolutely.
Like all of these guys can putt, can throw forehands, can throw backhands, can high as a flip. It's awesome.
That's why they're on the top card.
Nice upshot from Alex. Probably disappointed with that forehand attempt, but no damage done. Settling for the par. Bainey's a bit closer, but he's thinking about the putt. If he whiffs it, it will get to the OB line behind the basket.
Got a bit of tailwind, maybe.
Yeah, good win for the putt. Oh, it did drop it. Is it going to roll? No, it's settled down. You could tell he was nervous about that OB behind.
Yep.
Austin, always fully committed. Yep,
There
straight
you
into
go.
the chains. All of his putts have been online so far, Austin. Just been... Missed that one on hole 8. That was a bit low.
Austin putting pressure on David's putt here.
Oh, no. I
Goodness,
think
man.
that... I'm going to call that a spit. Maybe.
Oh, it's very high.
Wind affected.
Yeah, wind affected. I mean, it was unlucky. Could have gone 50-50, but oh, jeez. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, he really would have needed that. Going into, the back 9 even, it's not ideal, but it's not horrible. But going in 1 over par is a bad feeling.
It just rose up. The wind kind of lifted it and it hit high, but yeah, could have gone. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
very disappointing.
We're going to see it again?
Here we go. You
Yeah.
be the judge. Oh, yeah, he's just hit the stiff part of like the S-link.
Nose up in a headwind. That's
Yeah, pretty high, but nah, that's unfortunate.
As we
And
take a peek at the front 9 results, we've got Dave Perry 1 over. He's dropping down to 11 under in a second place. So someone's caught fire. Who's it going to be?
it's 100% Dylan Feldman is
Yeah.
catching fire.
We know that for sure. Make sure you join us for the back 9 to see how this shapes out. Thanks very much to Parked and Gatekeeper. Join us, the Tee Off Podcast, for the finale.